Wire fraud is a major issue in real estate, and while there isn't a single real estate-specific wire fraud law, there are federal and state laws that apply to these crimes, plus industry regulations that require real estate professionals to take certain precautions. Here's a breakdown. Federal laws. 1. Wire Fraud Statute, 18 U.S. Code, paragraph 1343. This is the main federal law used to prosecute wire fraud in any industry. It criminalizes any scheme to defraud or obtain money by false pretenses through electronic communications, including email, texts, online messages. Penalties, up to 20 years in prison, or 30 years if it affects a financial institution. 2. Computer Fraud and Abuse Act, 18 U.S. Code, paragraph 1030. Used when hackers gain unauthorized access to a computer or email system, e.g. agent or title company email. Often paired with wire fraud charges in real estate cybercrime cases. 3. Aggravated identity theft, 18 U.S. Code, paragraph 1028A. Applies if someone steals or uses another person's identity, like spoofing an escrow officer. Adds mandatory prison time on top of wire fraud charges. Real estate industry rules and duties. 4. Duty of care, common law, tort liability. Real estate agents and brokers are legally required to exercise reasonable care to protect clients. Failing to warn clients about wire fraud risks or using unsecured communication channels can lead to negligence lawsuits. Example: a broker might be sued for failing to advise a buyer to verify wire instructions via phone. 5. Real estate commissioner rules, varies by state. Many states, like Arizona, have rules requiring agents to protect client funds and confidential info, use secure systems and retain proper documentation, avoid negligent misrepresentation or dishonest dealing. Violating these could lead to license suspension or disciplinary action. In Arizona, wire fraud in real estate transactions is a significant concern, particularly due to the increasing prevalence of cybercrime. While Arizona does not have specific statutes addressing wire fraud, such offenses are prosecuted under federal law, specifically 18 U.S.C. paragraph 1343. This statute criminalizes schemes to defraud or obtain money through false pretenses via electronic communications, including emails and wire transfers. Penalties can include up to 20 years in prison and substantial fines. In the context of real estate, wire fraud often involves criminals impersonating parties in a transaction to redirect funds to fraudulent accounts. To combat this, the Arizona Department of Real Estate, ADRA, and the Arizona Association of Realtors have issued advisories emphasizing the importance of verifying wire instructions through trusted communication channels and being vigilant against unexpected changes in payment details. While there are no specific commissioner's rules solely dedicated to wire fraud, the ADRE's Model Brokers Policy and Procedures Manual recommends that brokerages implement policies addressing cybersecurity, prevention of wire fraud, and reporting of cybercrimes. These measures are part of broader efforts to ensure ethical conduct and protect clients in real estate transactions. Additionally, Arizona Revised Statutes, paragraph 322193.02, stipulates that a real estate licensee found in violation of statutes or rules, including those involving fraud, may face disciplinary actions. This underscores the importance of adherence to ethical practices and vigilance against fraudulent activities in the real estate sector. Insurance-related regulations. 6. Title insurance regulations. Some states now require title companies to adopt cyber protections. Enhanced title insurance policies may include wire fraud coverage, but it's not standard. 7. Consumer protection laws. If a consumer is misled or harmed due to deceptive practices, they may be protected under state consumer fraud statutes. Important legal note: even though the fraudster is the criminal, real estate professionals can still be civilly liable if they don't follow best practices, fail to warn clients, or Use insecure systems that contribute to the fraud. Here's a breakdown of how an agent's behavior online can expose client details, especially in the context of real estate. 1. Using unsecured email or messaging apps. Sending sensitive client information, e.g., wiring instructions, contracts, SSNs, over unencrypted email or insecure apps, like standard text or personal email, puts data at risk. Hackers can intercept emails or gain access through phishing attacks. Tip: always use secure platforms or encrypted email for transmitting confidential information. 2. Oversharing on social media. Posting about closings, showings, or client stories may unintentionally reveal client names, property addresses, transaction timelines. Even subtle details can be pieced together by scammers. Tip: get written permission before sharing any client-related info online. When in doubt, keep it general or anonymous. 3. Using public Wi-Fi. Logging into email, CRM, or transaction software from coffee shops, hotels, or airports can expose login credentials to hackers using the same network. Storing sensitive info like client data, contracts, or wire instructions in your email inbox or general cloud storage like Google Drive, Dropbox, etc. might seem convenient, but it opens you up to serious risks. Here are the key risks of storing sensitive information in inboxes or generic cloud platforms. 1. Hacking and unauthorized access. Email accounts and cloud services are frequent targets for hackers. If your account gets compromised, sensitive documents, SSNs, contracts, IDs, wire instructions can be accessed and misused. Real estate wire fraud often starts with compromised emails. Criminals monitor conversations and send fake wire instructions. Phishing emails are one of the biggest cyber threats in real estate, especially because they're used to steal logins, access inboxes, or intercept wire transfer instructions. What is a phishing email? A phishing email is a fake message that looks like it's from someone you trust, like a title company, your broker, or a client, but it's really from a cyber criminal trying to steal login credentials, trick you into clicking a malicious link, get you to open a fake attachment, intercept or reroute money, like wire fraud scams. Red flags of a phishing email. Here are the major signs to watch for. 1. Slightly off email address. Appears to come from someone you know, but the email is slightly misspelled. John8at1incompany.com, note the 1 instead of L. Realtor.janeodgmail.com instead of her normal work email 2. Urgent or fear-based language. Urgent, please send wire info ASAP. You must verify your login within 24 hours or your account will be disabled. 3. Unusual requests. Asking for gift cards, wire instructions, bank account info, or passwords. Request to confirm or resend sensitive documents or wiring info out of the blue. 4. Suspicious links or attachments. Link text says one thing but hovers to reveal a different website. Always hover. Attachments may be labeled updated contract or wire instructions, but they're actually malware or viruses. 5. Grammar and formatting errors. Poor spelling or grammar. Please to see the updated agreement. Weird formatting, logo issues, or strange fonts. 6. Inconsistent signatures or no signature. An email from a title rep with no professional signature or with different contact info than usual. Example, real name, but fake phone number. 7. Unexpected timing or context. You get an email about closing details before anything has been scheduled. A client emails you from a new address, referencing things out of context. Quick protection tips. Never click unknown links or open unexpected attachments. Call the sender to verify anything suspicious. Don't reply to the email. Use two-factor authentication for email and document systems. Train clients to verify wire instructions in person or by phone, never over email. 2. Lack of encryption or security standards. Generic cloud services may not be compliant with industry standards, like GLBA or state data protection laws. Files might be stored without end-to-end encryption, making them vulnerable if accessed. 3. Unintended sharing or forwarding. Attachments and links in email can be forwarded accidentally to the wrong person, left in the sent or trash folders indefinitely. Cloud file links, like Google Drive, can be set to anyone with the link by default, even if it wasn't your intent. 4. Long-term storage. Long-term risk. Sensitive info can sit in inboxes or the cloud for years. The longer it's there, the more chances it has to be discovered in a breach or accessed inappropriately. 5. Violating brokerage policies or laws. Brokers are often required to safeguard client data. Storing sensitive information improperly could violate your brokerage's cybersecurity policies, commissioner's rules or state data privacy laws. Example, Arizona's real estate commissioner's rules require reasonable precautions to protect confidential information, AACR 428 1101H. Best practices. Instead, use transaction management systems like Loop, Transaction Desk, SkySlope, built with security in mind. Clean out inboxes regularly. Download and store only in secure, access-controlled platforms. Use 2FA and encrypted email when needed. Phishing. The word phishing is a clever play on the word fishing. Just like fishing with bait, cybercriminals fish for victims by luring them in with fake emails or websites designed to steal sensitive information. The spelling with PH is a nod to early hacker culture, where swapping out the letter F for PH was trendy, as seen in words like phone. The term first emerged in the 1990s, particularly in schemes where hackers targeted America Online, AOL users, by tricking them into revealing their login credentials. One of the earliest recorded uses of the term was in 1996, when scammers posed as AOL staff to deceive users and then used the stolen accounts to send spam. In essence, phishing is digital bait and hook fraud, with roots in the early days of online trickery.